Hello traders, and welcome to the market opening preview on a Thursday, October 29th, 2015. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches, and nice cool breeze today. Absolutely gorgeous in Thailand today. Man, we've been waiting for this weather. Absolutely beautiful today. Yes, I will be going out for lunch to the gazebo. Traders is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Great, sorry about that. That was my newsfeed. Great website, a lot of information, a lot of opportunities, and an awesome economic calendar. All right, let's keep going. Let me introduce myself before we go. We got news and a lot of stuff to talk about today, so let's move on. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do this recording during the Asia session. So if you're in London and you open your charts and review this, you will notice that there is a difference between my charts and your charts because of the time difference, probably 3 or 4 or 5 hours, depending on when you look at your charts. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006. In 2008, I retired from an awesome career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, got on an airplane, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday, and to my surprise, I'm in my 8th year and I'm still here. Absolutely loving Asia, love being retired here. It's absolutely great. 27 years as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. I go from one adrenaline rush to another. It's just absolutely great. Traders, what I look for is opportunities and probabilities that are going to weigh on my side of the trade so I can win that trade. And no, I did not win all my trades. Trust me, traders. I wish I did, but that's not the story. We lose trades when we trade Forex or any market. I don't care what market you're trading. I do trade another instrument in New York, and I'm telling you, you do lose trades. It's just the way it is. So that's just a little bit about myself. I'm always looking at fundamentals, and I'm always looking at technicals, as I'm a technician, and I like candlestick patterns, support, resistance. I use Fibonacci a lot. I like pivot points, and I use all that in conjunction to make up my decision on how I'm going to take a trade, where I'm going to enter, and where I'm going to exit. What's the most important part about trading? Where are you going to put your stop, and what is your drawdown? All right, let's get moving on, and this is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, if you're trading your mortgage or your rent money, not a good idea. Go to fxclearing.com and grab a demo account, and when you get proficient, then go, and you have the equity, then go to a live account. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's get on over to news and commentary. We had the big Fed meeting. FOMC statement came out yesterday. Traders, I have to tell you, I was not in front of my computers. That was 1 a.m. in the morning, and I was dreaming in the stars. All right, but all the markets closed in the up. The Dow 30 closed up 1.13%. The S&P 500 closed up 1.18%. The NASDAQ closed up 1.30%. The small cap 2000 closed up 2.77%. Wow. All right, let's take a look over what's going on in the Eurozone. It looks like they all are in the green. The DAX closed 1.31%. The FTSE 100 closed 1.14%. The CAC 40 out of Paris closed positive 0.90%, and the Eurostock 50 out of Frankfurt closed at 1.19% in the green. Traders, let's move on over to Asia. Let's see how the markets are doing over here. Remember, these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is up 0.19%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 0.28%. The China A50 out of Shanghai is positive 0.07%. The Hang Seng out of Hong Kong is positive 0.28%. And the Kospi is positive 0.49%. So that's what's going on our indices today. And let's take a look at our economic calendar. All right, so we have data coming out today. We don't have a lot of high impact data coming out today, but we do have data coming out today. we did have New Zealand had official cash rate came out at 2.75, and it was forecasted for 2.75, so no change there. And it also had a rate statement after that. No big. It did have a move in the charts, but not that big. We did have Aussie news. We had import prices quarter on quarter came out negative at 1.4%. They were expecting 1.6%, and that was a high impact day release. And in the Eurozone, we have German prelims CPI. And also out of the Great British Pound, we have nationwide HPI month on month. And then medium impact, we have Spanish flash CPI and German unemployment change. And that is about it, folks. New York looks pretty quiet, except for we do have advanced GDP quarter on quarter in the U.S. session and unemployment claims as usual. Also, high impact. They're expecting 264K on that number. We do have a couple of wobbleheads speaking. FOMC member Lockhart speaks, and as usual, we do have pending home sales, which is a medium impact news event, and we have, of course, our normal gas storage report, which is low impact. So that's what's going on Thursday. Pretty full on the data front. I did read up on what the Fed did, and it looks to me like they are really looking to get this to go in December for a liftoff. I mean, it reacted. The reaction was dollar strength across the board. You'll see that when we get to the charts. So the markets, whatever the Fed statement was, really liked what they had to say. So, you know, the markets were really good. Apparently, the oil, and I did not look at crude today. I don't have that platform up and running yet. Apparently, oil had some good data come out, and that really pushed the markets in the U.S. session today, plus the FOMC statement, which was very positive. So that's what's going on with that. That's my commentary. I think we have an interesting trading day. You know, the problem, not the problem, but the issue is our trade is going to trade today. This was a pretty big sell-off. This was like a 100-pip sell-off. So we're going to see how this works out, and I'll just take a look at it. And I expect traders to trade because I would think that most traders, the European traders were closed and the Asia traders were closed. So we'll see how they react to this FOMC statement as they read the news and they react to it. All right, let's get started. Let's take a look at the charts. This is the euro dollar. Remember, these are 30-minute charts. That means each candlestick on the chart is 30 minutes in duration. Very easy trade plan on a lot of these trades today. All I did was I just fibbed this big red candle and the second red candle, and I'm looking for a 38.2 pullback at 1.0968, and we'll get out at 1.0904. So that's a nice 62 pip trade. We just look for the pullback. I'm not going to enter it here. This had a big sell-off, so we need some sort of a pullback. All righty. Okay, let's get over to the pound. Pound's a little different today. Really, the only thing to do here was I could have put, you know, to enter this trade at the pivot point, but we have resistance right at that yellow line, right? So I thought it was better that we just do a trend line trade on this, and we want to enter this at 1.5274. What you're going to have to do, traders, to get your take profit, you're going to have to go to a higher time frame. I go to the 1 hour chart and find a support level there, and then bring it back to your 15-minute or your 30-minute, whatever you trade, and put your target for your take profit there. However, we have a wide open space, folks. There is nothing left of the chart here, so this looks like a nice trade. We're in a great position to take this. So we want to break the trend line, retest it, and then take the trade to the downside. Looks like a nice trade. All right. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, basically the same situation. You would think it was the same chart. It's not, trust me. And we're doing the same thing. Trend line trade. We've got the resistance line, the daily pivot. We want a break of the trend line. We want it to retest it. We're going to take it down at 0.7107. And again, you're going to have to go to a higher time frame to find where your support is. And again, if you look left of the chart, after we get a trend line break, we've got a wide open space and nothing in the way on this 30-minute chart. So go to a 1 hour and find out where support is and put that back onto this chart if you're using a 30-minute or a 15-minute, and you'll get your support level for your take profit area. All right, let's take a look at the Euro-Aussie. This is the Euro-Aussie pair. We're sort of really in a sweet spot here, folks. Well, we're not in the sweet spot yet. We really want this pullback as close to the daily pivot point as possible. I've given you 2 entry points that are pretty decent. One is you can enter now if you wanted to enter now. The problem is you got a 200 exponential moving average at 53.17, and you got a lot of price action left in the chart. So I would recommend you wait till it breaks the 200, retest it, and then take it down to 52.10. The best option is option number 1, and that is a pullback to the daily pivot point, or as close as we can get to it. And we'll like 1.5399, and then we can take that all the way back down to support at 1.5210. I think that's a much better trade. If we wait till we get below the 200 exponential moving average, like I said, you have a lot of price action left of the chart. I call it Forex junk, but we do have it, and we're just going to have to deal with it. So your entry is going to be pretty important on this Euro-Aussie, but I would definitely be looking to sell this. All right, let's take a look at the Euro-Yen. Euro-Yen worked out beautifully yesterday. So here we go, big red candle, was the 2, comes up, and then sells off. And I would think this was probably from the New Zealand data that came out, folks. And this just reacted really, because of the yen, grew strength from that New Zealand data, because it was bad data. So what we need here is we need to pull back to the 38.2 fib. That's at 132.35, and we'll take it down to exactly where price is now at 131.67. But we need some kind of price action, a pullback, something to get us into this trade. We can't enter this trade here. We're 6 candles to the downside, and I really don't want to enter this here. I'm expecting a color change, and we have it. We have a recent candle is blue, and I took a photo with this recently, so this is a pretty fresh chart. I took a photo with this within the last half hour, so this is a fresh chart. So we're looking to sell this. Entry is important. We're trying to get in at 132.35. All right, traders, let's go over to the New Zealand dollar. This is in New Zealand. It looks like that news spiked all the way to the downside and then pulled back up again. Then we ended later into the Asia session. And we're at a spot now that you can sell this. There's not a lot of risk here. Remember, this is only a 30-minute short. Stick your stop above the daily pivot point, probably above that yellow resistance line. Put your stop right above that, or sell it right now at 0.6677. Again, I had no support levels on this chart, so I could not put a support level in there. So what you're looking for is, again, you're going to have to go to a higher time frame, like a 1 hour, find a support, bring it back to this chart, or a 15-minute chart, so you can get your take profit area. And remember, the most important part in trading is what? Capital preservation. So you need to determine where your stop's going to be and what is your drawdown. What is this trade going to cost you, right? What is it going to cost you to enter this trade? All right, traders, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. Hopefully that gave you an idea of something to look at today, and hopefully my plan fits your plan, and then you have a great plan. So that's it for the 6 currency pairs. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining us today on a Thursday, October 29th, 2015. Traders, have a great trading day, and we'll catch you next time. Traders, from Pattaya, Thailand, take care now. Bye-bye.